Hello everyone, in this video we want to introduce you an Excel file that helps you to manage your stock portfolio. This Excel file is developed based on the macros and VBA, so it's an automated Excel file. And if you open this Excel file for the first time, you may see a yellow ribbon here, which is showing you it's a protected view. If you want to use this Excel file, please enable the content of this Excel for editing and also enable the macros there, which is show you with the second yellow ribbon here. So please enable the content of the macro as well. So this Excel file helps you to manage your stock when you purchase or sell your stocks in the stock market. You want to see how much you bought and how much you will sell that, and how much you gain from this buying and selling the stock of some specific corporation. In this Excel file, we have some sheets here. The first sheet is the stock form, which enables you to enter the data related to some corporation stocks which you want to buy, or you bought, or you're holding it, or you want to sell that. So the all data related to the corporation stock will be entered here. And in the second sheet, you will see your portfolio, which the stocks of the corporation you already have, and you anticipate to have some profit from them, and you will have some reports that helps you how much you gain from buying or selling these stocks. And in the other sheets, you can see these are the other sheets that are the Excel tables that hold the intraday data of your stock, the operation of buying and selling and holding the stock. Data will be holded here for you for having much more reports and much want you to have reports. So you do not need these sheets. Actually, you are able to hide these. You can hide these sheets and just work with these two worksheets here. So I just unhide that because maybe someone want some addition and want to edit some of these sheets, or want to see the data she entered in the table. So it's by you. If you want it, you can hide them, or if you want to use them, unhide them. So let's go to the first sheet, the stock form. In this sheet, we are able to enter the data related to the stocks corporations. So at the first, if you are familiar with the stock market, every experts suggesting that before you go and purchase some stocks, you analyze the stocks and make some estimation, make some assumptions. So you have to already know when you want to buy. For example, I want to buy some stock of the corporation 7 or 8, or let me add a new corporation. For example, a test corporation. So this test name is the corporation that I want to buy stock from them. So right now I add a new stocks, I add a new corporation ID or name, and then I told that I want to buy it in the, for example, 2019, in the month, for example, 9, and in the date of the 20. How many stocks I want to buy? So for example, I want to buy 1,000 shares from this company, and the price that I want to buy, these are the assumption, these are the estimation. I estimate that I will buy this stock in the 20th of this month, and I want the number of the bought shares I want to buy is 1,000, and for example, I want to buy each stock in the $1 price. And the broker and the other cost is the cost that you have to pay for buying this stock. For example, if you have to pay a tax, if you have to pay a broker, and if you have to pay others costs, you need to sum these costs and add it here. For example, $2. I assume $2 for broker and other costs as well. So the total investment will be $1,002. So I just assume that in the 20 I have I have to have a $1,002 ready for buying this stock. And when I wanna sell that, before I buying this stock, I have to know when I wanna sell these stocks. So do not go and buying before you know when you want to buy or when you want to sell these stocks. So you have to make a assumption. For example, I wanna sell this stock after 2 months in the month 11 and in the day 20. And for example, I wanna sell all the stocks I bought in the previous month. So for example, 1,000 shares will be sold at for example, $2. Gain $2,000 by selling this stock after 2 months. And the broker and other cost is the cost of paying a broker and the tax and all the other costs that I have to sum them up there and the enter here. So for example, I have to pay broker and the tax with the total of $4. So after 2 months, I will gain $1,196. The other information is the events that may be happened when I am holding the stocks. For example, shareholder profit. When I have the stock of this corporation will announce that I will give my shareholders a profit. For example, $1 per each one. And the capital increase is the event that this corporation say that we will have capital increase. So you may gain some profit, gain some more shares from this company. So for example, 200. I will assume that this corporation will increase its capital by 200 and per person, so per shareholder actually. So you will gain 200 extra shares. And the last threshold is a threshold that every expert suggests to have. For example, if you're buying the stock, you have to determine if the stock decreases, if the stock price decrease. For example, right now is $1 per share. If it's decreased to the 5 cents per share, I will say it's 5 cents, then I have to sell my stock whether I lost some profits or not, because the stock will decrease more. I estimate the more decrease in this stock. So this is the last threshold, and the profit threshold is the thing that I can hold until that price. It's a target. Actually, it's my target that I want to achieve. For example, I want to achieve $2 per share. So after you specify your purchase prediction, you need to submit the data. If you submit the data and if you go to the pre-purchase sheet, you will see the test company data of my prediction will be entered here and hold it in this Excel table. For example, today, after some days, for example 10 days, or for example, right now I'm at the first month of my month 9. For example, I'm in the first month of 9, and after 20 days, it's the 20 of this month, and I wanna do my purchase. So I wanna purchase at the day 20. But at this day, I have some works that I couldn't be able to buy. So tomorrow, 21, I go to buy my stock of this corporation. So these 2 days should not exactly be the same, because this is a prediction and this is the real thing. This is the actual day. And in this day, I bought this stock by the price of, for example, $1.50. $1.05. So, and for example, I bought this stock but the price of $1.5, which it's rounded to the $2. I can add some decimal number to this price, because in the most cases we do not with the decimal. I remove the decimal option, but if you want, you can add it by selecting these two buttons. You can show one decimal without the decimal, one decimal, or more decimals. So I bought $1.5, and the amount I bought, because it's more than what I predicted the price right now, I bought, for example, 500 amount of this share, and the broker cost would be, for example, would be $3. So my total investment would be $753, and I can insert some notes. Please remember that these total investment or total summation have some calculation formula. If you want it, you can change it, but I try to insert this formula based on knowing that this price should multiply this amount and sum it up with the broker cost. So another thing that I am able to add some notes of my purchase. For example, I bought 1 day after my prediction, and after that you need to submit your data. If you submit your data, you will see in the purchase table the data of test corporation is added at the end of the table. And also you can remove the data. If you remove the data and then go to the purchases, you will see there is no data of the test corporation, and you can change it. For example, I mistakenly entered the 500. I actually bought 550, so I changed the number and then submit again. So this is how you can edit your data. And if you go to the purchase table, you will see the new data is added at the end of the table. So this is how it's actually work. You can enter the data related to the event type in the event. For example, in 2019, in the day 9, in the month 9 and in the day 25, I increased I get some cash profits from the company, and the cash profit is the thing that I need to choose here. And the cash profit, for example, I gained $1, the company gave me $1. I need to check box increase amount or cash profits. So because this is the cash that I gained from the company, I need to check the cash profit, and then I need to submit the data. If you submit this cash, you will see the total investment right now for the test company is 828, and the total earned profit is minus 827. That's difference is because this $1 is not in my total revenue. It's just the net profit that I gained from the company. So we have this calculation here. And if you, for example, in the day 28, the company increased capital, there is two ways for increasing the capital of the company. For example, this company give me 100 extra shares, and it's an increased amount, so I submit this increased amount of my company. And then after you submit this data for increasing the capital, you need to enter some data for purchasing the stock with the price 0, because this is the price that this company priced me, and this is the 100 share, and there is no broker cost as well. So just 100 amount without paying anything. So this is the price of increased capital of company. So I submit the data. So after you submit this data, you will see the total share is 650, and it's add this to previous 550. So there is another way for increasing the share. This is for example, in the day 29 this company increased the capital, and you have to select the increase the amount as well. Increase the capital by 50, and this capital increases the way that it gives me with the another corporation name. That's because the another increase option of the company. So after I submit this data for this type of capital increase, I need, for example, add the test 1 related to this test, and then I need to, for example, in day 29 in the month 9 2019 with the price 0, this company give me 50 shares of this price of the increased capital. So I submit this again. So I now can sell these shares separately from the test company. So let's get back to our test company, and for example, in the day 20 of month 11, I sold this all the stock I had from the test company. I sold them by the price, for example, 2, and the broker cost would be, for example, 5. So this is how I sold my company, and I can submit the data. If I submit the data, I will see that my total revenue from this company is $1,295, and the total earned profit is $468, which is my net profit. And another thing you need to notice, this is a note about the corporation. For example, before I buying the stock of this corporation, analyze this corporation, I say that it has a good fundamental and technical analysis. So that's why I bought this company share. And for example, after I bought this the share, I can say that this corporation will grow fast. For example, these are the notes that that are based on your analysis. So this is all upon you, and you can add the notes. And after you select, for example, test 1 company and then go back to the test company, you will see the latest note here, and you can go to the previous note by clicking these 2 arrows here and navigate through all your notes. And also, for example, let me select to see, yeah, for example, if you bought some corporation stock more than once, you can go and navigate from for your purchase by using these 2 arrows here, and this would be the case for other things as well. For example, for the holding time, if you have more than just one event, you can go through all the event, navigating through all these events by using these 2 arrows, and the sell as well, and the pre-purchase. So all these arrows help you to navigate through your history of works. So this is how this form works. There are 2 other buttons. The first one is backing up the data. So if you press the backup and you need to select the desktop, whatever folder you want, after pressing OK, you need to name this backup, and if you press OK button, all the data in this Excel will be backed up in the another Excel. So if you go to your desktop and select the stock trade backup, for example, this that the name I backed up my Excel file, you will see all data tables will be copied into the new Excel file. So it's good to have some backups for your Excel. And also, clearing the data will clear all data tables. And if you press this, you will ask you, are you sure? Right now I'm not sure, but I will press the yes button at the end of this video. So press no button, and in the portfolio sheet, if you come here, after you enter or remove data, whenever you come this here, please press update button to have the updated portfolio. So after you pressing the update button, you will see the test data will appear here as well. Errors here, the test corporation should not be appeared here with the amount of the share 648. So when I get back to the stock form, I can see I enter by mistake, I entered the price 650 and the amount value too. These are this should be changed to the 650. So first I need to remove the previous data. So right now I need to update my data. The price is 2 and the stock number, share number is 650. So after that I need to submit the data and then press OK button. So if you now come to the portfolio and update the portfolio, you will see the test corporation is not shown here because I bought the test corporation and then I sold the total share number. But the test one, which is the 50 share amount of the test one corporation, which is the price of the increased capital, is shown here until I sold that, and the value of this corporation is 0. So for example, in the date of in the day 20, if I sold the test one corporation as well, 20 in the month 11, I sold this with the whenever the corporation give you the priced shares, they will be valued less than the actual one. So for example, I sold this with the $1.50 and the amount of 50 with the broker cost of 20, and then if I submit, so and if I go to my portfolio and if I update my portfolio, I will see the test one the test one corporation will be removed from my portfolio. So this portfolio will show you all your active shares, and in the above of this portfolio you will see the total active corporation, which are these corporation, which is the 10, and the total share in the hand, which is the summation of these shares, and the total portfolio value, which is the summation of these values. And it shows you how much you invested right now in the stock market. And in the total purchase share until now, show you the summation of all shares you bought for in the stock market until, by using this Excel file, for example, until from the start till now. And the total selling shares until now show you the summation of all the shares you sold. And the total profit from the corporation is the divided profit, is the shareholder profit that the corporation gives to the shareholders. So this $1 is the dollars that the test corporation give it to me, and the others is the other profits that I gain it from other corporation that I have their shares. And in the last column you will see your total investment until now, how much you invested until now, buying, purchasing, whatever, and how much revenue you gained until now. And the most important one is the total net profit, which show you how much you gain it, what is your net profit until now by buying and selling the stock market share. And in the last page of this sheet you will see how much profit you gain from each corporation. This profit is the revenue minus investment, so which is sorted based on maximum to minimum values. Corporation 1 give me much more revenue, and if you notice in corporation 50 have much loss. It's not a loss actually, it's an investment. If you come here, you will see the corporation 50 is still active in my portfolio, and I may gain some revenue from that in the future, but right now I pay to this corporation, so I invested in the corporation 50. And however, in the corporation 60 I lost this amount of value, and if you go to this portfolio you will not see the corporation 60 in my active portfolio, so this is actual loss. And there is another chart which is the profit trend, and show you how much you're purchasing one day, how much is your sales in one day, and how much profit you gain in one day. So this is the time series chart. And at the last I want to show you the clear data. So whenever you want to use this Excel file, use clear all data at the first to have the empty Excel, and then start adding the corporations by coming and pressing this plus button and add your corporation name here. And after that, enter your data, your own data, and whenever you enter your own data, update the portfolio. So thanks for watching this video. I hope this Excel file helped you a lot. It actually helped me a lot because I'm in the stock market, and it's a really good and useful software. Thanks for watching. Until next, goodbye. In order to watch more training videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diako Ltd. And if you want to see our products, please visit our website, diako.co.uk.